Welcome to Creepy Joe's Horror Show! With special guest, Slip Rick the Skeleton.
It's not my fault the babes like me, man.
Also, Flo!
Perverts.
And don't forget about your legendary loser host himself, Creepy Joe!
Welcome to Creepy Joe's Horror Show. Tonight we have Frightmare from 1983.
Frightmare from 1983 is about a group of drama students that decide to steal their favorite horror actor's body out of his tomb.
And then black magic starts to happen.
Frightmare from 1983. This movie wasn't that bad. It was actually pretty awesome. Here we are on another rainy October day, and hopefully you can hear me over the loud rain in the background. It's hard to hear me as it is, but yeah, maybe I should like hook a microphone up in this beast. I thought about it, like having one right here, but I really don't. I don't know. Tell me what you think. I really don't want to have a microphone in my face. If you can hear me like this, I'd much rather do it this way. But anyway, Frightmare, directed by Norman Thaddeus Vane. I hope I'm saying that right. And starring Ferdy Main. I hope I'm saying that right as well. It's the main character, Conrad, the creepy old actor. He does a fantastic job in this movie. And then we have Lucas Bicavici. Bicavici. I should know that, I'm Italian, but I can't. I hope that's right. And he plays Saint. It's like probably the main character pretty much. Then you have Nita Talbot, Mrs. Romer. I'm probably butchering the shit out of every single one of these, but it's alright, because no one cares anyway. Now you can look all these people up. I mean, they're all, but you know, if you type in sort of what I'm saying, it'll probably come up. But these people are really not that known. Like there's, you know, a few of them are, but like the other ones, as with most of these movies, you can't really find much on these people. Like some of them don't even have pictures. Some of them on this movie didn't even have pictures. But yeah, Jen Starrett is Meg, Barb Pilavin as Etta, who is Conrad's wife in the movie. She's, you know, and I saw pictures of her when she's like an older woman in the movie, but when she was young, she was gorgeous as well, back in like the 60s or 50s. But Alan Stock is Oscar, which I hate to say it, but I can't really remember his character too well. But Jeff Combs is Stu. Jeff Combs seems to be like the most known actor of the movie. And then Scott Thompson is Bobo, and Carlene Olsen as Eve, which she's probably the most known female character of the movie. But anyway, I'm not going to get into every little scene of every little character here, because I'm just going to generalize it like I always do and try to fit it into a 10-minute situation here, because there's a lot that goes on in this movie, as every movie that's, you know, an hour and a half long. There's way more to it than what I described, but we got to get through this, and I don't want to make it too drawn out. So the gist of it is, you know, a group of teenagers who are, I believe I read they were in a drama club, but I didn't gather that by watching the movie. Drama students or whatever, you know, they're real into horror, and they're driving around like a 60 Cadillac hearse. I don't know, 60 to like 62.
You stoned or just getting weird?
But driving around this Cadillac hearse with like their logo on the side, and they're real into, you know, I don't know, they're like real annoying actually, and like they're really into horror, you can tell. And you know, Ferdy Main, Conrad, who is, you know, this like vampire, he's like a B horror actor that everybody knows. He has a lot of fans out there. The very beginning of the movie starts out with him like bombing a role, like trying to, you know, be a vampire in this commercial, and like he's in this big argument with the production because they're like pissed that he had to do so many takes.
I wish to God I had, because you certainly weren't my choice, Conrad.
And they're basically calling him a washed up actor, and he is very old, so he's basically planning his death, and he murders a couple people in the process before he actually passes away. And then he has it all set up, like when he, you know, his life is basically on film, like his director, who he also murders.
Hell, straight
He has him, you know, filming his last days and his funeral and everything, but obviously he kills him before he dies. But his, you know, life is basically like a documentary, like the end of his life anyway. And he has like video shot for his wake. He has video shot, you know, talking to the people. He has all these pre-recorded videos for, you know, his funeral and everything.
to me.
But his mausoleum, or, you know, his crypt is like, has like neon lights on it, like after he dies. It's all this craziness. You know, and it's real over the top, and there's a projector in there, so anyone that comes in to visit him, like a video plays.
This is Conrad coming to you from the dead.
And it's kind of creepy. I mean, to be honest, like the guy looks like he's dead when he's alive. Like he's like pretty decrepit looking and creepy looking as it is. He almost kind of reminds me of like, oh, I can't even think of his name, Christopher Lee, like in a strange way. But yeah, so these kids get this bright idea that they're going to, you know, go. At first they're like, well, we're going to go visit them. They can't even get into the cemetery. So then they finally get into the cemetery. Then they have to break into the crypt. They have to climb up on the roof and get into the crypt. And then once they're in the crypt, they decide, well, let's take them home and party with us.
Invite him home for dinner.
So, which, you know, is beyond me. I mean, and the crazy thing is I think in real life, like, I don't even think you get in that much trouble for that. Like, I think it's like a misdemeanor. Because I was like, these kids would be in so much trouble, and I thought, actually, I don't know if they would be. I mean, tampering with like a, you know, moving a dead body or something, I think it only, it's like a 2-year sentence. So anyway, don't get any ideas out there, weirdos, but yeah, they decide they're going to steal the body, take it back to their house or whatever, funeral home, whatever it is, and party with it. And they're like taking pictures with this dead body, like hugging all over it, having it in all these different positions, which is kind of like a funny concept. I think I've seen it before in other movies, but it was, you know, like something's bound to happen. So the wife and family, they never return it the next day, and everyone's looking for the body. The wife is, you know, she's clearly upset, you know, rightfully so.
Tell me, what should I do?
And so her, like, assistant, or I don't even know if it's her assistant or a friend or whatever, I want to say that's played by Nita Talbot. I don't know, I'll put her picture up here. I probably have the name wrong because, you know, one shot here, people. I don't edit this, so sometimes I forget a name. I watched this 2 nights ago, but along with another movie. But anyway, she's like, her friend, like, Etta's friend kind of like conjures up, like, she's like, says she can speak to the dead, and she like wakes him up out of the coffin.
Trying to speak.
He's, you know, Conrad's in the attic of this home, you know, and then he wakes up and starts murdering everybody one by one. Now, some of the more notable kills is when Carlene Olsen, Eve, I think that's, again, I hope I'm right, she gets murdered by the casket. It's just like floating in the air, and it just like bashes her face. And there's all kinds of interesting kills. One person gets set on fire. I mean, he just starts murking everybody, you know. And he was anyway before he died. He was like murdering people just like with, push a guy off a banister with his cane, you know. So he liked to murder people apparently even before he was kind of a weird, evil old man. And he's creepy. You know, he plays it well. Like, I don't think if someone else played his character, it wouldn't have been as good. He plays a creepy weirdo, and it works out. So yeah, that's basically it. They finally, at the end, the ending is, actually it's kind of blurry to me because, oh yeah, when people go visit him in the morgue, like once his body's back there, like, and you go in there, he like locks you in and like sets this gas off to like knock you out or kill you. And yeah, it's bizarre, man. Like his whole like crypt is set up as like a booby trap, like, and it basically, he just straight up starts walking around at the end and he kills everybody. I'm pretty sure. I hope so, because I'm doing a review on this, I should know. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. Sometimes I forget things, but it's definitely a cool movie. It's definitely worth a watch. So, if you're looking to learn anything serious about the movie, then this isn't the right place. But this is my opinion on what I gathered from it from watching it one time, half asleep, and trying to keep up with this, man. 31 days of reviews in a row, watching movies every night, and still, I do have a life outside of Creepy Joe's Horror Show, believe it or not. I mean, one wouldn't think so because I'm a horror host on YouTube, so most people probably think I have no life, but truth is I actually do. I'm very busy, so trying to fit these in and do these reviews, it's kind of tough sometimes, but I appreciate y'all bearing with me and accepting the fact that I butcher everything, and I'm probably wrong about a lot of things as well. But if it gets you to watch the movie and just check it out, for free on Tubi, by the way. Yeah, I'm not getting paid for that, but all these are free on Tubi. I got to throw that into every single episode because a lot of you guys don't know that. Every single movie you're going to see on here, you can watch right after we talk about it and go check it out. It's free. If you have a phone and you're sitting in McDonald's with their Wi-Fi, you can watch Frightmare. I don't know why anybody would, but I'm going to rate this movie a 4 out of 5 because it was creative. It wasn't that stupid, you know what I mean? Like, it was well done, and the actors were pretty good for the most part. I mean, they didn't get Oscar performances, but the main character Conrad was creepy and he did a great job.
Take 20.
And I would totally watch it again. I probably actually will, so that I can remember more. Sometimes skimming over these movies one time and then trying to do a report on them is kind of, and the little bit that I look up for, the actors and the director and some other information about it, I do kind of get a recap on what I watched, and certain things make sense that didn't make sense to me, the night before. So It is what it is, guys. Frightmare 1983. Go check it out on Tubi and or wherever. And this is, you know, another good movie. And we'll see you on the next one. Stay creepy.